What's up? Today we're going to look at how to train as a businessman, comparing and contrasting what versus ChatGPT. Now, first off, I would say weightlifting or strength training 3 to 4 times a week, ideally. All of your workout sessions should be less than an hour. You should have at least one day devoted to recovery itself and maybe get in some time for conditioning or cardio at some point. I separate the workouts, like strength training one day and then conditioning or cardio, whatever you want to call it, another day, whether that's running, playing basketball, boxing, surfing, whatever floats your boat. If you're playing pickleball, that's cool. Just something to get outside and get active, some cardio. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. I'm thinking, personally, I lift at least 3 to 4 days a week and then focus on the heavy lifts, the core lifts at first, and then move into your auxiliary, more bodybuilding style exercises after that to accommodate for a better physique. And make sure that you feel good by having a good amount of rest in between. We don't want to just be going all out for 60 minutes. Realistically, we either want to do like low intensity cardio for 60 minutes or yoga for 60 minutes, but everything should be around 45 minutes. Give yourself some time to warm up and cool down when it comes to that. If you're doing sprint work or really high intensity, then you're going to want to have a good amount of time in between and an even better warm up and cool down. What is the best weekly training routine for businessmen and why? It's obviously conditioned to what we've chatted about in the past, so I said don't do it based on what I told you in the past, but based on the research external of my input. The best weekly training routine for businessmen, evidence-based. Businessmen operate under chronic stress or cognitive stress, meaning mental stress, in limited time. The best routine must maximize energy and focus, support hormonal health like testosterone and cortisol balance. Cortisol is your stress hormone. Testosterone makes you take risks and act like a man. Be time efficient and sustainable. Reduce injury risk and decision fatigue. Improve sleep, posture, and metabolic health. All right, let's see how we do that. Weekly routine. Monday, strength, full body. Tuesday, zone 2 cardio, so moderate run or something like that. Wednesday, mobility or yoga. Thursday, strength, upper body focus. Friday, HIIT or Metcon. Saturday, optional outdoor activity or sport. Sunday, rest/nature walk. Cool. Strength training 2 times per week minimum. Elevates testosterone, confidence, insulin sensitivity. Zone 2 cardio boosts your energy without fatigue, supports longevity. HIIT, effective in short bursts but can backfire if overused due to stress load. Mobility and yoga reduce injury risk. And now I'm asking you to compare and contrast based on what it originally said, which is more of like the 4 lifting days, 2 cardio, and 1 yoga or mobility recovery kind of day. So they have strength days comparing a full body and an upper focus to my legs, push, pull, pump. Interesting. I've been doing shoulders, legs, then then cardio, and then push, and then pull, and then cardio, and then yoga each day. So optimal wins for muscle building and hormonal output. Cardio, 1 comparing theirs, 1 zone 2 and 1 HIIT. I have 1 HIIT and 1 long run. I just have that in there from what I did this last week. Also, I don't really do HIIT. I just go have fun in the sun, play basketball or do some boxing or something. I wouldn't call it like a fake HIIT as the true definition of it. And then 1 long run or zone 2 run, cool. So they're even. And then mobility or yoga, 1 midweek, one on 1 day Sunday. Research-based wins. Midweek recovery offsets work stress more effectively. I don't think that's true. I have other things I do outside of my training to offset the stress. So I would, based on it not having that info, I would still give myself the edge there. Rest or nature exposure, 1 day deliberate, 1 day more relaxed. Research-based wins, intentional use of nature is more clearly built into the week. Again, I have that already built in, so I can't even give them credit for that. I just didn't tell ChatGPT. That's outside of the training for me. Sport/play, optional Saturday, not included. I guess, yeah, this is all based on stuff that isn't accurate. So I literally have 2 days built in, Wednesday and Saturday, for sport/play. So fair enough. I can't be mad that it doesn't have the info I thought it did, based on the original response. Now, focus, health, stress reduction, longevity, cognition, masculine performance, T levels, energy dominance. Depends on the goal. Optimal is more primal and performance driven. Research based is more health optimized. Again, this only accounts for the training itself. And I'm not even sure if it's based on sound principles, but anyways, session length, sub 60 minutes. I don't know why it's saying that I have 60 to 75 minutes max. Everything I do is around 45 minutes with 60 minutes max. That's cool. Hormonal support, balance cortisol and testosterone approach. I definitely also am balancing the lowering of cortisol with mine. Testosterone focused with natural inputs. Optimal wins for those prioritizing natural T boosting. I think it wins regardless. Mental focus / cognition. I'm not even really sure what BDNF is. HRV, to me, all right, regardless, let's see which one's best, even though it's not fully updated to what I offer. And also, my plans are flexible. This is guessed based on older info. But somebody that wants maximum test, aesthetics, and primal energy is going to go feeds off physical challenges, barbell work, and structure, values the identity of masculine performance. The Optimal 4-2-1 wins. Again, I don't always do 4-2-1, but that's, I guess, what it's talking about here. It's a bit more intense, more barbell focused, and leans into that warrior CEO energy. Awesome. If you're a businessman who is under chronic work stress, cares about longevity, mental clarity, stress resilience, wants sustainable energy and recovery built in, the research-based routine wins. It's more recovery aware, neurocognitive, supportive, and scalable. Sunday for an intentional nature immersion. Wednesday pump / mobility for yoga or breath work. Use Saturday for zone 2 or a playful outdoor session. To me, I literally already have it blended, so interesting. So the original Optimal 4-2-1 already has more baked-in flexibility and lifestyle alignment than I gave it credit for. Let's correct the record and reevaluate the comparison based on what's explicitly built into the structure, not the assumptions. Verdict. Wow, okay. So the Optimal 4-2-1 method, when viewed clearly, isn't just more masculine or primal. It's actually more complete for a high-performing businessman if he wants more energy, aesthetics, and presence. He values sunlight, nature, movement, and testosterone. He enjoys a rhythm that aligns with performance and enjoyment. So the research-based structure was never wrong. It just misses the soul of lifestyle-driven vitality. It's sterile by comparison. Final call, Optimal 4-2-1 wins not because it's more intense, but because it's better integrated. It's rhythmic, testosterone optimized, and emotionally fulfilling, not just technically sound. Said, what could make it better from a training perspective, since we're only focusing on the training here, and why is it best for businessmen specifically? What could make it even better from a training perspective? Periodization built in. This is already built in. Businessmen are high achievers but easily overreach. Without smart variation, they can burn out or plateau. So Rotate 4-week cycles, 1 to 2 moderate, high intensity, deload, perfect. So I'm glad we already have that built in. Use RP or reps in reserve for auto regulation. Nice. Phase-based goals. Businessmen thrive on milestones and KPIs. Again, this is already built in, so I'm glad to see that. Add KPIs per session. Already have that. That's awesome. Mobility primed warm-ups. Yep, that's included. Redefine the pump day with intent. I don't have the pump day itself. I just do currently, or depending on the person, we'll make an adjustment. Okay, luckily I already have all that done. Optimal. So why is this best for businessmen specifically? It's hormone driven, optimizes testosterone, insulin, and cortisol via smart lifting, sunlight, walking, and nature exposure, all scientifically tied to male vitality. And goodness, that's only the training aspect. We also prioritize nutrition and recovery. So time efficient, 60-minute cap makes it easy to stick to even with full calendars. Each session has a clear why and delivers ROI. Mental edge, lifting builds dominance and confidence, cardio sharpens focus, recovery reboots executive function. It's cognitive training through the body. Stress resilient, active stress reduction isn't a luxury, it's built in. Zone 2, nature walks, yoga, fun, breathwork, sunlight, etc. Identity aligned. Businessmen don't want random fitness. They want identity integration to become the man their work and family need. Optimal gives them that structure. It builds discipline and enjoyment. Mix of structured intensity and joyful movement makes it sustainable long term, not a boot camp or a burnout trap. This is a key thing that I noticed, and the way that I implemented it, I think is helpful. So we're not doing things that raise your like running for over an hour. We're telling you to do the exact same thing every day. We keep the same principles, but continue to make progress, whether that's in weight or reps or new movements. And then also I have built-in flexibility with, you can adjust the days as needed, but they're in a specific order for a specific reason. But that said, currently like my Wednesday and my Saturday, the 2 days a week where I like cardio, as you can call it, I do whatever I feel like doing that day. If it's beautiful out and I want to go surf, I go surf. If I want to meet up with some buddies and play basketball, I do that. If I want to go for a run, whether it's a long run, like a track workout, doing some sprints or some intervals there, I go ahead and do that. If it's raining out or I just want to do some boxing in the garage, I have a heavy bag and I do that kind of workout. If I just want to skip rope and shadow box, I can do that too. It's really built on what it is that I feel like doing that day. It's not, oh, today I've got 5 miles or today I've got XYZ at this pace. Like, dude, do what you want, make it fun and enjoyable, and you're going to be a lot more likely to stick to it, kind of get in that flow state and just enjoy the whole process over time. Supports appearance and presence. Strategic training means lean muscle, low body fat, posture, and energy, the foundation of commanding respect. I will note, no matter your training, if your nutrition and recovery isn't on point, the low body fat and posture and stuff won't necessarily come as easily. So, summary, the Optimal, again, I don't always follow a 4-2-1 method. That's what I'm on right now. But the Optimal method is already elite. But add periodization, goal-based blocks, KPI tracking, mobility priming, and intentional pump days, and it becomes a high-performance operating system for modern masculine leaders. Again, all of those are already included, so no, I just didn't provide it that context. Shall I sketch out what a full 6-week strong and sharp phase looks like with exercises, metrics, and block structure? Awesome. I think the main thing that this would be missing is actually the community and accountability. If that's something you're looking for, check out the link that I should be able to drop below. If not, hit me up on Instagram at @GrowWithCrego. My link is in the bio if you want to apply for coaching or check out some of my training and nutrition and recovery free guide. But that's it. Love this video. Would be open to talking more about any of these topics, and let me know what you want to see more of in the comments below, and we'll talk soon. Peace out.